Hey gang, so today I am reviewing something that I have yet to review. It's kind of a fidget. It's the Wasteland Mech Wallet by PunCube in aluminum. Currently sells for $69. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, a wallet. Why am I reviewing a wallet? I have a very strict rule that I don't review anything that is not fidgetable or that fits into the fidget category. I'm not a knife guy, I'm not a flashlight guy, I'm not any of these things unless they have a fidget quality to them. And this, it's a mechanical fidget wallet. And it's really, really cool. All right, let's get this on the camera and have a look. It's the Wasteland Mech Wallet by PunCube. Let's go. Okay, here we go with the Mech Wallet by PunCube. Now, this is not something I normally do. I don't usually review, like I said off the top, I don't review things that aren't fidgets. That's my one rule. And I've had companies reach out before, flashlights, different things, and honestly, if you can't fidget with it, and I don't mean it has an on-off button, but if there's no like dedicated fidget aspect to it, I'm not interested in reviewing it. It's not my thing. And no shade on anybody else that does. It's just not for me. So when these guys reached out to me, I was skeptical at first. I was like, no, I'm not interested in a wallet. Yeah, I get it. It's titanium, but I don't really care. And then I went and looked at it and realized that it is actually a fidget wallet. So let's get right into it. Okay, playability. So here is its one thing. Now, once you lift the cards up, if you leave them up in that open position, you have this mechanical kind of up and down sort of motion, and it works. It's a fidget. You can absolutely fidget with it. The only issue is your cards have to be out, because when they're closed, pushing it out then sort of loosens this. So then they stay out. They don't retract, and that's what lets you kind of slide up and down. And inside here, there's just a ball and a spring on each side with a little track. And that's what lets you kind of play with it as a mechanical fidget. It's just this little ball spring running along the track, the same way any other mechanical fidget would work. This little bar here pushes the cards up. It's got like a little stair sort of layout, a little stair system. So when that bar moves up, it just pushes the cards up. So yeah, playability, just really the one thing. But it truly is a fidget you will always have on you as long as you have your wallet on you. Okay, sound. Let's look at the sound. Let's take a really quiet look here. Or listen. I guess let's listen for the sound. A nice, really crisp, mechanical, kind of ratchety sound to it. Again, it's just a ball on each side with a spring that's pushing the ball up, and it's running along a track. All right, haptics. Once you have it open, on that first pull, there isn't much, especially like I said, if you loaded this up with 6 cards, you know, you're sort of really pushing the limits. It's kind of like flat out. You can see there is room here for 6. So it kind of fits perfectly because that's what I have. I carry 6 cards with me. Once it's open, the haptics aren't bad. I mean, it's not really designed for haptics, but it's an interesting one because it sort of vibrates across the entire face here. And this is a really, really big surface for these vibrations to run across. So it actually generates a lot of mini vibrations, but they're not big. And of course, once it's open, everything is hollow inside. So everything is like that sound is bouncing around inside as well. Okay, ergonomics. This is my biggest hit with this one. For one, I should point out too, this does, I have not attached it, but it does come with a money clip that you can attach to the side here. Honestly, I don't know too many people that carry cash anymore. So the money clip to me is always a little bit of a wasted thing. I do like that they didn't attach it. Frankly, if the money clip was installed in this wallet, I wouldn't have even touched it. So it's not there. That part is great. The problem, the biggest problem this faces is zero texture on the back. None whatsoever. And I'm guessing they do that so that if you want to tape on the money clip, it gives you a lot of surface to grab onto. The issue is I don't use a money clip. And like I said, most people that I know don't use cash. They carry, and if they do, they're not carrying the cash in a money clip. You know, it's in your front pocket or something. So this makes it really, really annoying to open if your fingers happen to be super dry. You know, you definitely opening it one-handed is a task because you're pressing down really hard on the back just to get purchase. And so when you're pressing down on the back here, your fingers have nothing to grab onto and everything has to sort of push, your thumb is pushing this plate forward while the back ones are trying to kind of pull it backwards. So that gets really tricky when there's no surface here at all. To me, this part is a miss. There should have been some kind of texture on here. There's beautiful texture on the front. Give us texture on the back. And again, if the concern is, well, then you need to be able to, you know, put the money clip somewhere to stick it on and you want a surface, you don't need the whole thing. Like this money clip is not taking up the entire back of here and neither would the sticker or the tape that goes, this double-sided tape. Without texture on the back, I think it's a real problem not having that texture on the back. For me, and again, that's just because of my skin. Like some people, you know, everybody's got different skin. So maybe some people don't have an issue with grip here. Maybe if your fingers are a little wet, it's okay, it gives it purchase. But I find for myself, more often than not, I've had to squeeze it really hard to try to open it. Again, once it's open, it's fine. But it's getting that initial open. Now, of course, if you have fewer cards in here, it opens more easily. So now we're down to 4. Much easier. But if there was texture, I wouldn't have to worry about that. And I don't carry 4 cards. And if I only carried 4 cards, I'm not going to carry this massive piece of metal for 4 cards. Okay, so back to 6 cards, and you can just slide them in. So if I just want to load in a bunch of cards, it can be open, it can be closed, and just shove them in. Now again, yes, using 5 cards is better than 6. I totally get that. The more you put in here, the more it struggles. And again, this is kind of its maximum. But if you had texture on the back, that wouldn't be a concern. Okay, wait. So I've taken all my cards out. Let's go to ounces. 1.9 ounces and 53 grams. And in terms of measurements, I mean, it is just slightly bigger than the cards that would go into your wallet. But let's just see. So we are, what are we at here? 99. So 99 millimeters or almost 4 inches, like 3.9. We'll call it 4. And then width, we're looking at, what are we looking at here? And 61 millimeters. I mean, thinness, it's what is it? 8.5 millimeters, 0.3 inches. And again, it's thick enough you can put in 6 cards. Okay, internals. Well, I've taken this apart and it's kind of a pain to take apart and put back together. And frankly, there's probably no reason for you to ever need to take it apart or put back together. But we can see inside here, that little lever, you can see these little steps because each step gets a little higher. So as it opens up on an angle, and we can see that that's what this bar is doing. Let's see. So that just, the cards that are closest to this side are slightly higher when this thing raises up. And so we end up getting that, that's how we get that little sort of that fan shape as our cards come out. And again, inside here, we've just got a ball and spring on each side. And like I said, if you ever want to take it apart, you can just by these two screws. I would not recommend it though, because the little ball and screw, or the ball and springs are extremely tiny. They're very, very small. And it's very easy for them to go flying. And they have this way of just kind of popping out. And then getting this arm back in is really a bit of a pain. So I would say this is one of those ones, just don't take it apart. You don't need to. I mean, if you want to tweak with it, go ahead. But if you're someone that's going to tweak with it, you'll be able to figure this out anyways. But I don't really want to encourage anyone to take this one apart because it's kind of a pain to put back together. Okay, final thoughts. Well, this is great for certain people, but I'm going to tell you, I have switched back to my regular wallet. My regular wallet is this tiny little beat up leather thing. I just shovel my cards in here. And I'll tell you the reason why, the biggest reason is because I keep my phone in one front pocket and I keep my keys in the other. So either way, this is now metal scraping against my phone, or it's my keys scraping against my wallet. And to make things worse, a lot of times I have a fidget in my front pocket. And so it's just, I've found that having a metal wallet is just not for me. It's not my thing. I'm constantly worried about things getting scratched, either the wallet itself or what it is rubbing up against. So I have gone back to my regular wallet. Again, I'm sure there are people out there that would love to have this and have no issues with a metal wallet in their pocket. And if you are one of those people, then this is great because for what you get, the price is actually really reasonable. And again, it's a fidget. Look at this. It's even empty and it slipped. I had a hard time opening it just because of this. It's so like there's no texture at all. Guys, texture. You need texture on here. Okay, gang, that is, in my experience, the first ever fidget wallet. Thanks for watching.